30 most statistically unlikely occurrences, according to Reddit. Number 30. I won the lottery. Not the big one, it was $65,000. But still, good for you. I need to win a damn lottery. Number 29. I did marketing work for a golf tournament hosted by my company. This was back in the 80s. On the day of the tournament, I played golf, which automatically entered me into the drawing to come later. The prizes were awarded at intervals during the dinner and were absolutely randomly drawn. In the first drawing, I won a big screen TV. Okay. That works for me, I thought. In the second drawing, I won another smaller TV with a VCR, which made me a little uncomfortable as some of the other guests were looking at me suspiciously. In the third drawing, I won an all-expense-paid trip to Disneyland. The evening ended amicably. Most people were drunk, but there was a certain tension in the air, and I knew that I'd hear about it on Monday. My boss had been in charge of the drawing, and he knew the spot I'd been put in. I told him that I decided to keep the smaller TV and VCR, donate the large TV to the next event, and offer a couple who had just gotten married the trip to Disneyland. My boss heaved a sigh of relief. Man, if you wanted you wanted it, you should have come on, man. You wanted. Keep that big ass TV. But by today's standards, that TV would probably be trash. Number 28. Pancreatitis. Twice. No, wait. That word is pancreatitis. Pancreatitis. I have never heard of this. Pancreatitis? It's an inflammation of the pancreas. That sounds scary. Well, hey look, it's the thumbnail I went with. On this, the list of 30 most statistically unlikely occurrences. The thumbnail means to imply that a guy got struck by lightning. You get it, because there's that's statistically unlikely. Bing bong. As we arrive back at number 28. Pancreatitis? Twice. Before the age of 25 and wasn't a heavy drinker. I would have much preferred the lottery stuff people are posting about, though. You mean more than one person won the lottery? That's gonna be whack. Number 27. I stood about 8 feet away from my buddy when he was hit by lightning, and I was not. Not sure if this counts, as the getting hit by lightning thing would be the statistic anomaly, but to be that close and not be hit? Man, it's still creepy. Jesus Christ. Jesus Christ. Y'all can't just be going around getting struck by lightning out here, man. It's a bit much. It's a bit much. There's this video on the internet of a guy getting struck by lightning twice. It's pretty sad. I shit you not. Go look that up if you haven't seen it before. Guy gets struck by lightning twice. On video. Number 26. At 22 years old, I was driving home from a party in my buddy's truck. My buddy was the passenger, or was in the passenger seat, and he was knocked out, drunk. Oh, son of a bitch. I tried to mute the... God damn it. My microphone and my desktop audio switch spaces often, so I clicked mute on what I thought was the microphone, but it was actually the desktop audio. And now I know, and knowing is half the battle. He had been puking out the window the whole way home, and I would later find out that the side of the truck was covered in his vomit. How lovely. Sitting between us was his date, who I had never met before, and would find out the next day was only 19. Oh. She and I were also intoxicated, and all three of us had been smoking a weed. By the way, I do not condone any of this behavior. Oh yeah, weed smoking so bad. I would never even think of drunk driving now. Oh, he was drunk. Yes, he's the driver. Oh no. But I was stupid and selfish as a kid. Well, about 500 meters before we go to my house, we stumbled into a 12-car police checkpoint. As we pulled up to be checked out, I was mentally preparing myself to be arrested and to have my whole life fucked. The officer started asking me questions about where we were going, and I explained that I was driving my friend home from a party in the city 60 miles away. He asked if we had far to go, and I explained that I lived just around the corner. He gave me a look, and a long look up and down, and leaned in and said, "You drive real safe," and then waved us through. That never should have happened, and my life should be markedly different because of it. But I got lucky, and I learned my lesson. If there's no way to get home safe, I don't drink, or I designate drivers for others. Or I become the designated driver for others, I don't know. Don't drink and drive, kids. You might not get away with it like he did. Jesus Christ. Whatever. With Uber nowadays, y'all niggas don't have no excuse for endangering the lives of yourselves and others by getting on the road when you drunk as hell. I don't want any of this how I'm supposed to get my car home. I'm broke, so I can't get Uber bullshit going on. Y'all are the worst. Hello to everybody in the stream chat. Hope you guys haven't been drunk driving. Answer the question that I keep posing to you guys, to which many of you will be asking, what question? As we continue up the list, we arrive at number 25. Went from a middle of nowhere public school in one state to a very small 200 student college prep program in another state. A girl in my class there was from South America and friends with my roommate. She was always around. I had a crush on her and for the entire 2 years, but was too clueless to do anything about it. It's so sad. Well, after 2 years we graduated. I went to college in a pretty large city in the US. She went back to college in her home country. 2 years later, I get a phone call. Her family had moved to the same city 2 months prior. She had found a school newsletter the week prior that was packed up with her stuff and had found out we were in the same city. We've been married for 20 years now. What? Holy shit. Imagine some chick from like years ago in your life that you were too cuck to ever make an approach on. Holy shit. And then her family just ends up where you're at. And then you all like, oh, looks like you're back here. Oh, damn. I feel like I want to go wash my face again. As we roll up to number 24, I was playing roulette in Las Vegas and bet on red 8 consecutive times, and it turned out black every time. You're gambling. What do you expect? Number 23, I cut a fly in half in midair with a pair of scissors. It was bugging me, so I jokingly snipped at it without looking. I saw 2 halves drop out of the corner of my eye, and I was like, oh. I actually felt awful about it, so I couldn't even fully appreciate the accidental badassery. It was bugging you. Okay. Get it? Number 22. Still kicking ass and taking names 5 years after multiple organ failure. I blew 8 out of 9 lives on that one. Humans aren't cats. Well, not the ones that aren't in the production cats. Is that still going on? You think that's still going on? Is Cats still on Broadway? Cats returns to Broadway. I think Cats is done. Wait. Oh my God, Cats is back on Broadway. Oh no. Oh my God. Why are they having a Christmas showing of Cats, dude? I would fucking kill to be the one to buy someone a ticket and have it in like it's your Christmas gift. You know what I mean? Oh no. Things are disconnecting themselves from the computer. As we travel to number 21, I'm 28 and have never been called for jury duty. One day last September, this fact was pointed out to me while at work, and when I got home, my notice to appear was in the mail. Uh-oh. Number 20. I had birds. It made me literally shut my mouth. Oh my God. I had a bird shit in my mouth once. Come on, man. Ugh. Ugh. Okay. Number 19, man. I got shit on by a... What? Is this a glitch in the Matrix? I got shit on by a bird while walking out to the car to meet a woman for lunch. I ran inside and put on a clean shirt, drove to the restaurant, and was shit on by another bird walking in. I was so flabbergasted that it was difficult to be angry. Someone says that was the universe not telling you not to meet that woman for lunch. What? Somebody says, but this is Reddit, so they've been married for 80 years now, and talking about that is where it all started. Oh my God. Boy, as we proceed to number 18, months ago I was on the bus and I was looking over someone's shoulder and saw that on their smartphone, they were browsing Reddit. Oh, you creep. They were looking at a post that I made on Our Canada. You creep. I told them that I was the person who submitted that post, and they seemed unconvinced or unimpressed. I logged in on my phone to show them that it was my username, but they still didn't see. God damn it. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. That's not funny. I apologize. Jesus. I'm so mad. Because if Hannah were listening, she'd just be losing her fucking mind. I know it. Ugh. Whatever. I'm so mad. I'm so mad. I apologize. I apologize. Hello to everybody in the stream chat. Nice to see you, Kevin and Tiffy Cakes and Faith. As we continue, I told the person that I was the person who submitted this post, and they seemed unconvinced or unimpressed. I logged in on my phone to show them that it was my username, but they still didn't see the comedic coincidence. It was rather unsatisfying to me that they weren't equally amused by the connection. Somebody says, well, maybe they didn't like you peeking on their phone. I know I wouldn't have. Yeah, you fucking creep. Somebody says I'd be creeped out that somehow you knew ahead of time I would be reading that post. What the fuck? Not that. Number 17. Not me, but an old coach of mine won the lottery twice, with both prizes being over 100,000 within a year. Somebody says, get him to Vegas. Number 16. I really want to know what lotteries people are playing where they're winning. Not that, you know, like somebody wins one lottery, I should just be playing it right after them, but fuck me. Number 16. I was in a car that was rear-ended by a bus, pushed out into an intersection against the light, where we were broadsided by another bus. I walked away from it, only a small piece of glass under my scalp, but was otherwise fine. Scary. Number 15. When I was 16, I stole a knife from an Apache helicopter that landed at my school. I got caught. Knife returned to the school later in the day. Never got the chance to apologize to the pilots. It's the only time I ever stole something, and I've never stopped feeling bad about it. I would often wish I could find the pilots to apologize. 6 years ago, I was 32 at the time. I was interviewing for a job, got the job because one of the guys who I'd been working with took a liking to me and went to bat for me. He wrote, what? with my future boss. Ended up getting the job, and 3 months later I found out that the guy who went to bat for me was one of the pilots I stole the knife from. He didn't know who I was, but I finally got the chance to apologize. When I apologized, he told me the other pilot was on the Apache that day. 16 years ago previous was worked. What? Look, when I apologized, he told me the other pilot that was on the Apache that day, 16 years prior, also worked for the same company now, so I got to apologize to him too. Sometimes real life doesn't seem like real life. Bitch, you out here stealing knives? Number 14. Ugh. So, I have seen on Reddit a number of times about the likelihood of there being 2 people in any given room who share a birthday. But this one still gets me years after it happened. I was traveling for work and ended up nearly halfway around the world. As I arrive, I am greeted by my host for the week. Well, damn, Kevin. You know I appreciate that fibbledy-gibbledy. Thanks, Kevin. I type into the stream chat. How about a heart? Yeah, one of those. I was traveling for work and ended up nearly halfway around the world. As I arrive, I am greeted by my host for the week. We get to talking and he tells me he was looking forward to this because when he was first told about it, he noticed we have the same initials. Drastically different names, but the same initials. We walk further and talk further and find out that we also have the same birthday, different years. We get to the job site and go to meet the project manager. After talking business for a bit, we mention the conversation we had earlier about sharing a birthday. He asked what it is, and we tell him. He smiles and then proceeds to take out his idea to show it to us. He also has the same birthday. Oh my bing bong. Bing bong. So 3 people from different places on the planet all meet together on a project on the same day and share the same birthday. Aliens, baby. Aliens. What the flimble gimble? What the zibble-dam doololly? What do you mean? What do you mean? Oh my god, that's exciting. Y'all should take over the world. Y'all should become business partners and just buy steak and shit, you know what I mean? Guys, we're the birthday boys. Can you imagine? That's what we call ourselves. We're the birthday boys, guys. And now we're going to buy some Bitcoin. Oh my god, we're going to buy some Bitcoin. Okay. Oh my god. Oh no, here come the birthday boys. Number 13. I was reading a Reddit thread about weird places in the world or something, and someone posted a link to a location on Google Maps using latitude and longitude coordinates. Just out of dumb curiosity, I replaced them with a bunch of random numbers just to see where in the world I wound up, figuring I'd probably end up in the ocean. It took me to a spot in my city, less than 2 blocks away from where I was sitting. I went from flabbergasted to annoyed that no one else was there to witness it, because it was so astoundingly unlikely and weird, and there's no way I'll ever be able to prove that it happened. You should have gone to wherever the coordinates led you. You should have gone. Someone says, if this is true, it's the most insane one on here. If, bruh. If with your bitch ass. If. Ya bitch. Ain't nobody believing that. Come on now. 12 has been deleted. Someone says they love this. Oh man. But what is it? Ooh. Ooh. Somebody like here's an entry where the responses allow you to see what it really was. Someone responds, I think the most statistically unlikely thing is that the exact same thing happened word for word here. You're plagiarizing. You cockbag. So we're going to see what this person posted, pretending that it happened to them. This says, about 7 years ago, I worked at a McDonald's in a small town, less than 2,000 people, and this guy and his family had moved from a few towns over, and he became a regular customer. One day, I was taking his order and saw he had a Halo 3 wallet, so I suggested we play sometime. I grabbed a pen so we could write down our gamer tags, and we realized that we were already friends. We had met in a game a few months prior and have been playing semi-regularly at that point. Wow, that's so cute. But what isn't cute is some other bitch rolled in here to copy pasta that fligofloose. You know what? You know who does this all the time? You know who does this? The mods on AskReddit. Mods are faggots. You guys already know this. You got to be a special type of faggot to be a mod on pretty much any subreddit. You know what I mean? But the bottom line is, the ones who aren't shills, and some of the ones who are shills, what they do on a subreddit is if it gets popular enough to where people are reposting, what they just do is repost some of the top comments from the old time that the iteration of that post was posted. So say somebody asks, "Hey man, you know, what's the biggest freak out you've ever seen, man? What's the craziest thing that you found in an apartment when somebody moved out?" Then, you know, the mods will just literally remember the last thing that last time this happened, last thing that was the top post, and then they'll repost that into the actual shit. And I just like that somebody got called out on it. It was good stuff. But I wonder what happened to him, you know? That punk bitch. Well, as we roll up to number 11, I found a pair of sunglasses, unisex sunglasses in perfect condition, on the beach, in the water. I stepped on it, thought it was a stick, took it out of the water, was pleasantly surprised. A week later, I met with some friends. One of them told me she had the same sunglasses but lost them a week ago on the beach. Apparently, they were searching for it for half an hour. I gave it back, and I got a beer for it. Who lives in a pineapple under the number 10? Someone with multiple felonies has my same birthday to the year and first, middle, and last name as well as the same eye color and height in my state. It makes all background checks a big pain in the ass, as well as renewing any official documents like my driver's license. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. For bee stingers, number 9 has been deleted. Can we muse from the responses what it may have been about? Someone says, "And how much did you win? Or did someone have a high royal flush?" He won the lottery, and then he deleted his post because he probably didn't want attention for the fact that he won the lottery. But you won the lottery, you dumb cuck. Maybe y'all niggas need to... Well.
This'll make up for punk bitch number 12.
Yeah, Jesus. That's what I'm talking about. Special thanks. Every time I say his name, I think about how insensitive I was that one list where I was just like, kind of sounds like a special person is pronouncing Jesus. Like, Jesus. Jesus Christ. Woo! Woo! As we continue this list, we arrive at number 8. Damn, a lot of these have been deleted. When I was 8 or 9 years old, I was playing in my front yard. It was overcast and I felt a raindrop falling on my arm. So I held out my hand with my palm up towards the air, you know, to catch a raindrop. Bird shit landed directly in my hand. And then I looked up and that bird was like, "Ha ha," and he winked. The bird winked at me, dude. I wasn't standing under any trees. Years later, as a teenager, I'm telling the story to my stepbrother, and we're outside playing basketball. And as I'm telling the story to him, I show him the act of me holding my arm out, palm up, bird shit in my hand again. In other words, my stepbrother thinks I'm the shittiest magician ever. Bird shit magician. This guy has a power. Don't just be, you know what I mean? If you have somebody that you hate, you could just be like, "Hey, guess what?" And then put your hand, just put your palm under his head, you know what I'm talking about? And that bird will be like, "I got you, I got you." Ew. Bird shit. I'm not pronouncing your name Jesus. You wish. It's Jesus. Jesus. Forever. Jesus. That's fucked up. But look, stop associating it with anybody who's mental. I mean, other than me, I'm pretty mental, I guess. Sorry, I just got lost in like a couple of shirts that were on the couch. How are so many shirts here? Number 7 has been deleted. Let's see once again if we can muse. What's going on via the responses? Did they fight over who was actually your best friend? Someone says this is a great one. But what about those of us who don't know what it was? Because it has been deleted. Son of a bitch. Just give me 1 second here. Trying to get this guy sorted by the top now. What if I wanted get out of my face context? And there's the deleted post. Wait a minute. This isn't the same one. Avengers Infinity War, you son of a bitch. Try that. Alright, so we'll come back to that one. Bing bong. Number 6. The inside of my car burned up on the exact day a recall came out warning people of faulty interior wiring. It was fully covered. Somebody says a BMW, and he said, you bet. 2009 328 XI. Faulty wiring, man. Can you imagine people just being in a car and then burning to death? Oh my god. Boy, number 5. I'm French. I went to South Korea on an island where no one or barely anyone spoke English. I forgot a small bag in a bus while going through north to south of the island. It was an hour and 30-minute bus ride. This bag contained my passport, credit cards, driver's license, cash. How can people be so absent-minded? Well, my flight tickets to go back to Seoul and later to Japan. Hey guys, here's a travel tip. If you consider yourself the type of bubblegum airhead moron that travels to, different places in the world and doesn't fasten, or maybe you're a woman, so they have, built your clothing with limited or no pocket space, get something, whether it's a bag or a backpack, that is strapped to your ass at all times. And I don't care how dumb you think you look, if you need to wear your backpack like on the front of you so that you can make sure that you're not getting pickpocketed, make sure you ain't gonna leave something, do that. Because you don't want to be stranded nowhere without no fucking passport or no money. You know what I'm talking about? If you are not aware, if you're just scatterbrained or ADD, keep at the very least, you got a pocketbook, you got a purse, cool. You know what I mean? But keep your credit card, keep your identification on you. Do you feel me? Find some damn tight fitting jeans with at least a pocket or an inseam that you can slide this shit onto you so that it's almost like physically in contact with your body at all times. So if anything were to happen to it or anybody were to make an attempt on it, you would feel that shit, homie. Don't be like one of these people. Don't let it happen to you before you learn a lesson, all right? I'm just saying. You don't want to be stranded nowhere. let alone South Korea. Anyway, I was in complete panic and already envisioning calling the embassy, nigga, what? To have them pick me up and send me back to France, as I couldn't find a single employee or local understanding any English. Out of nowhere, a 5'1" Korean lady in her early 50s patted my shoulder and introduced herself in clear and perfect French. Hello, I am a fluent French speaker. I'm married to a French-Canadian guy for 20 years. It seems you are in trouble. Maybe I can help. She stayed with me, listened to my stories, rushed to a 7-Eleven to borrow their phone, called the bus company, called the police, explained the situation. I ended up in the local police station where I stayed for 3 hours. One police Korean lady were giving me thumbs up, saying, all okay, fine, no worry, and smiling at me. I was still in complete stress. Then out of nowhere came a bus. The driver left the vehicle, walked toward the police station with a small black bag, my bag. It was containing everything from my papers to my money, and after the Korean lady called the bus company and the police, they actually managed to identify the bus I was in based on the hours I arrived, located my bag, then exchanged it from the bus to the bus until it was in the hand of the driver coming to my destination. After a check, the police brought, boy, do y'all niggas know how to be long-winded with a fucking anecdote that could have been, man, I was in a foreign country, I lost my bag, I was super stressed out, I really was just at my wit's end, but then the bus driver came back and they gave me my bag back. But this is how much we had to write for that story. I am a woman. As we roll up to number 4, Jesus Christ. I went to the store to buy a scratcher and some cigarettes. I wonder if this is a lady writing this story, you know what I mean? With so concise a fucking sentence that I just wrote. Went to the store to buy a scratcher and some cigarettes. Gotta get some ciggies, you know what I mean? Old lady and her granddad in front of me in the line. What is the controller just activated? Holy hell. Maybe I should write a fucking creepypasta about how the place is haunted. Jesus Christ. Anyway, kid can't decide which candy he wants, so the lady tells me to go before him. Kid decides on a candy just as I accepted the kind gesture, so I quickly decline and let them take their original spot in line because I'm not a cat, alright? She buys some scratch ticket as I was gonna buy it. I buy my stuff, and as I'm walking out, they both start screaming and cheering like crazy. I ask, what's up? Turns out they won $10,000. Where do I go to buy a scratch ticket, baby? And does anybody in the stream chat have any scratch ticket tips? What's that scratch ticket that I should buy? I'm kidding. And no, I didn't win shit on my scratcher. Nah, that's fucked up, baby. That's fucked up. Number 3. I went to a trade show, and a lot of companies had bowls with drop in your business card to win. At the end of the day, they gathered us all together to draw prizes, and I won a laptop, an iPhone, a weekend in a resort, a year's subscription to MSDN, and a carton of wine. After the first 2 wins, people thought it was funny. Then there was playful teasing, but for the last couple I just got booed and people groaned a lot. A few people called out rigged, etc. But as the announcer explained, it was multiple bowls from multiple companies, all brimming with business cards. It totally freaked me out. It felt like the Twilight Zone. When the hell am I gonna start winning things? Jeez. Number 2, lost my ATM card, went to the bank to have it replaced, told them that I wanted the PIN, or what I wanted the PIN to be. They told me that the PIN would be randomly assigned and mailed separately. And once I received both, I could then change the PIN to what I wanted it to be. The randomly assigned PIN was the one that I wanted. I hope you enjoyed this random middle of the afternoon list. Naturally, I want to thank my outrageous sponsors. You guys are so hot fire, okay? You are burning with a desire, okay? But my patrons, though. But my patron, oh my God. Thank you for doing what you do. You keep me here. You keep these happening on a daily basis. It's funny. After these go up, people are always like, I don't know when they happen. But the nighttime one happens at the same time every day. Number 1. In the middle of making an omelet, I answered the door while holding a whole egg. It turned out to be my neighbor asking if she could borrow an egg. and the look of confusion, the look on her face when I produced one on the spot was only matched by my own. She took it and left without saying a word. It was super weird. We've been married for 21 years now. Okay, 20 years, whatever. I've seen this story before. I've seen this story before. Oh my God, my back. Ugh. I feel so strange, man. Woo. I need to wake up properly. Oh boy, my body feels freaking weird. Somebody responds that my old job, we have very common items that people would buy. I started keeping several of them under my register to make things easier. Every time someone came in asking for brake fluid, I would reach under the counter without looking and say, "Here you go." As I summoned products from the depths of hell, seeing the faces of my unsuspecting customers was one of the greatest joys of that job. The look on their faces, alright? Oh my God, the look on there. Let's see what's going on the front page of Reddit. It's that lady who made the Christmas tree out of her head. When I saw this woman earlier, one of the things that I remarked on was how dead she looked in the face. Like, she didn't look like at all pleased. She was like, "Yes, I have made my hair into a Christmas tree." Like, if you guys didn't see the original thing, her face, boy, oh boy, I wish I could find it. You think it would be at the top still here. He loves watching scary movies, except the scary parts. Get back to that dog. That's a cute outfit. Did your husband give it to you? Actually, he did. He bought this for me on our 10-year anniversary. Not only is he my lover, he's my best friend and my soulmate. I'm not ashamed of who I love, nor should I be. For someone with strange abilities due to, I assume, accidental exposure to radioactive spider blood, you're not very tolerant of those different to yourself. You're on the wrong side of history, Spider-Man. Oh my God. For real though. For real though. Like, if we were to go back just 5 years, everything that anybody says would be culturally insensitive or not politically correct enough to fucking put in these SJW. See you guys later. Amy Versetti says, "Hello, I haven't seen you in a while." Actually. The dragon board is not to be trusted. This is all whack. Chicken me out. What is even happening here? Well, I guess people with farms have like all kinds of animals that they just throw in there. Y'all need to calm down. That was a man titty. And I could show y'all some stuff that'll make you cringe. As a matter of fact, I'm gonna. Cause y'all are being bad, okay? So I'm just gonna show you some stuff. And how you feel about it is how you feel about it, you know? Check out that lady. Yeah. And how about right there? Yeah. And if you all don't start behaving, this is gonna happen every stream. You understand me? Every single. Get me back to the front page, all right? Jesus Christ. Yes, they're dudes, Michael Davis. God. Huh? Oh. I'll tell you what though. I'm worried about
$1 per nipple all.
$2.50 per nipple. Oh my god. But not if it was a man nipple, man. You know what I mean? Thank you again, Jesus. Jesus. Oh my god. Ooh. Oh my god. Whalemers are raid. That's so cute. I'm gonna go get it. I'm gonna go get one today. Bong. Hey, Emily sent me these Pop-Tarts. Whoa, what's this? How do you get like the little bar top? I want that. Hey, I want that. Who's the bright squirrel? There's new characters in Animal Crossing? I'm going back to Animal Crossing, I guess. Hey, what's this? Targeted harassment and concealment. Oh my god, shut up. Can I hit it with the mute button? Of course not. That would make too much sense. This young mad lad. Guy with pizzas. Samuel L. Jackson is 69 years old, guys. Damn. Hard to think that's a 70-year-old man rocking around in the movies that we love. Well, not the movies that we love mostly. Just the Marvel movies, I guess. The hell is this? Would you use me? I'd use me. Oh my god. Movie references. I'd use me so hard. Oh my god, this is exactly how everybody used to do their cars in Grand Theft Auto 5. Man, I should play that game again. I should play that game again. You guys take it easy. I'll see you guys later. I should probably play something today, but what? Send me a Snapchat message with what you think I should play. Huh. What's going on gaming? Well, I guess I have to type the R. Oh my god. How do you do that? Well, wait. When your customizable character is in a cutscene. If only it was that gangster. Jeez. Oh yeah, guys, should I buy a Switch? That's something that y'all need to think about and let me know. Probably by tonight's stream, you know. I gotta know about these things. I gotta find out. I've gotta come to terms. Oh well. Faith said no. Why no, Faith and Kev? Linda said no too. It's true. Faith said you have bills to pay. That's true too. Got bills to pay, you know what I mean? Brad says, Kyle, you should play the Shadow of the Colossus remake when it comes out. Intriguing. I suppose I should wait a little. That's what I was telling myself to do. Who are these characters from? Oh no, they're just like wannabe Mario and Luigi's. Okay. Man, I'm gonna boot up that Animal Crossing. Alright, so I'll see you guys soon. Have a wonderful afternoon. Bye.